Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the SmackDown Ring Report. What a SmackDown it was as Universal Undisputed Champion Roman Reigns made an appearance. Roman Reigns makes an appearance, a rare appearance on SmackDown, and Roman Reigns said the word Usi that made Jay Uso break character. But hey, that's the nature of live television. Jay Uso broke character. It's him and Sami Zayn. What's going on with that? I don't know what's going on, but we'll talk about it coming up. Also, too, Hit Row. They've been having problems with Left Phantasma. Now they find a mystery partner to take on the trio that's been causing them chaos ever since they got on SmackDown. We'll talk about that. Also, too, Ronda Rousey issues a championship match on SmackDown. Who's going to step up in the SmackDown Women's Division to take on Ronda Rousey? We'll get to that coming up as well. And two, war of words between the hot topics between Chris Jericho and CM Punk. Chris Jericho, CM Punk had their little confrontation after the media scrum. We get more details and stuff on what's going on. But we start the pro wrestling show, and it starts right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Pro Wrestling Show presents the SmackDown Ring Report here. I'm your host, as always, Kendrick Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on the Pro Wrestling Show. We got a lot to get into, but we get things started with the SmackDown Ring Report on SmackDown. If we can get the SmackDown, yeah, there you go. Get the SmackDown Ring Report up and strong. We got a lot to get to. But we get to this. We start action with this tag team action. As the Brawling Brutes take on Solo Sikoa and Sami Zayn. Brawling Brutes. We just found out the Brawling Brutes are now the number one contenders for the SmackDown tag team for the WWE tag team titles. It's just a quick standing match for the Brutes to get a match with the Usos. Well, the Usos came out there and supported Solo, their brother, and somewhat support Sammy. Jimmy still doesn't like Sammy one bit, but Jimmy had to put on a brave face. Sami Zayn being supported by the Usos, the undisputed tag team champions, thus means that I think, well, we know that the Brawling Brutes won their match. They won their match, but it was still some complications going on at the end where Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns returned on SmackDown. Roman came out there to air out the grievances between him and Jimmy and Sammy. Roman wanted Jimmy and Sammy to, make a truce and stuff. Sammy did try to make a truce with Jimmy, but Jimmy said something about Usi, and I don't know if they were trying to did it on the fly or what. Who knows? But the tension got so in between them and stuff. Roman tried to get them to stop with the beef. Now we told you earlier they caused them the match earlier when Solo was trying to play interference between Jay and Sammy. Well, Sammy did say that he was sorry. He didn't mean to. He's saying Jay being a little Usi. Jay kind of tried to make a straight face, but he broke character. Roman broke character a little bit. I mean, when you kind of breaking character like that, you're breaking character. But I think, like I said, the Brawling Brutes head to their opportunity for the tag team titles next week. next week for Crown Jewel, what match that's going to be. But the Bloodline trying to stand united as one, but at the end, um, you can tell Jay tried to hold it, but he couldn't hold it longer. He tried to stay in character, but Jay also said that he don't give a damn about the tribal chief, which everyone reacted. And you can tell right here there was the moment right here when Jay couldn't break character and hold his laughter. He was trying to laugh, but he couldn't break character, and I guess that's what happens on live TV when Sami Zayn tries to get everyone together. You can tell right here Jimmy's facial reactions. He wanted to laugh, but he had to play serious, but it was just too little, too late. So Sami Zayn got the best of him, and Roman wanted, to be honest with you, Roman wanted Sammy to not be an honorary Uso and become a Uso and call himself Sammy Uso. That's a little bit too far. I don't blame Jay on that, but this is the moment that everyone's been talking about. Jay breaking character, and he broke character indeed for what was we thought was going to be that way at the end eventually. So, you know how that be going. Also, too, also on the SmackDown Ring Report, um, SmackDown Women's Champion Ronda Rousey, she may issue the challenge to find any woman on the SmackDown division to take on Ronda Rousey. Came out there, and you can tell Ronda Rousey mean business. She means serious business. Ronda came out there looking arrogant and cocky than ever before. Who is going to answer Ronda's challenge and get a women's championship match on open call? Well, we got the returning Emma. Emma returned back to WWE. Emma is back in WWE. Emma, it's been almost 5 years since we saw Emma. Emma put up a good effort, but it was good seeing her back. I think she's Madcap Monster's girlfriend, or something. Madcap Monster had to get her back into the fold. Well, she took on Ronda Rousey. Ronda won with an ankle lock, defeating Emma and leaving Emma out for the pasture. Ronda Rousey, looking forward to her next challenge, whoever they might be. So we'll see what's going to happen with Ronda sooner rather than later. So however that's going to play out going forward. Also, too, LA Knight got confronted by Ricochet. Ricochet saying LA Knight is not what he claims to be. LA Knight trying to get his feet ground again. LA Knight ditched the Maximum Male models and now found his true identity that he's want to be. Yeah, so Ricochet and LA Knight will meet next week on SmackDown in a match. I think a match of respect and stuff. But we'll see that match heading towards, down the road sooner rather than later. Also, too, speaking of that, it looked like it's an alliance of sort with Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey. Not Becky Lynch, Ronda Rousey, but Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey. Shayna was the one, Ronda was the one that told Shayna to have a killer instinct. You can tell right here, Ronda showed that killer instinct by doing what she did. But Ronda Rousey showing her heel side and being a heel. She should have been a heel a long time ago, if you ask me. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler doing some damage. And they did some damage, all right. They did like some real cold damage. I think if we can find what they did, they did some damage. Well, we'll say this. Ronda, they attacked Natalya and left Natalya out of lane. I think Natalya kind of like ain't been the same. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler now a cohesive unit. I thought they was gonna just battle each other what's going on with that. But like I said, this is what Natalya said something to Ronda about open challenges. Shayna took upon herself to choke out Natalya, so I believe Natalya is being back a babyface after what had happened to her, and we'll see how that's gonna play out. People getting choked out left and right in each fall. Even Madcap Moss was in the match against Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross sending a message that to Drew, and they're having that cage match next week at Crown Drew. They're gonna do it inside a 15-foot solid steel cage. Said there's no way to escape, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And we'll tell you what's going on with Drew and what he's been doing up to. But Karrion Kross sending us bold message, bold statement that he's gonna get his hands on Drew. He won the match, the last match, that scrap match at Scream Rules, but this time they'll meet one-on-one inside of a steel cage in Saudi Arabia. Karrion Kross sending a vile message that he's gonna do what he's gonna do. And we'll see that. Also, too, Hit Row. Hit Row teamed up with Shinsuke Nakamura in a memorable match. Hit Row and Nakamura teaming up. So Hit Row, I guess Nakamura and Hit Row got something in common. They got that money. Yeah. They got the money. Hit Row teaming up with Nakamura to take on El Phantasma. El Phantasma had want to know who's the mystery opponent. Look no further than Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura won for his team in the match. I guess this is far from over between Hit Row and El Phantasma. They have feuded before in NXT. Now this time they're doing on SmackDown, so on the main roster. So you'll get to see that down the road. Also, too, Bray Wyatt saying that he's coming out there to give thanks to the people once again to speak his grievances. So we don't know what's going down. We'll talk about it a little bit later on the show. Speaking of that, the New Day. The New Day was in action. They looking to go back in tag team contention. New Day wants the tag team titles. I'm kind of tired of New Day going for the belts over and over again against the Usos, but it's a classic rivalry. They just have to replay it over and over again. So I guess that's what they're doing over and over again. So just every year they got to go against somebody from their past. So we'll see that how that's gonna play out. Well, we get to the end as the either or worlds. Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt came with that Jack Atlantic. Bray Wyatt said he's gonna address his demons, whatever that means. I guess Bray Wyatt tried to address his demons, and he did. He tried to thank the fans, thank the audience for doing what he did. You know, we saw last week. Bray said that he feels much better. He feels like he was depressed, lonely, he was lost. Now Bray back into the fold and stuff. And then Bray was talking, and next thing you know, Bray talking, and this I don't even know what the hell this is. This creature, Uncle Howdy, made a rare appearance. I guess Bray had a mask or something. And Uncle Howdy appeared. It's just weird. It gets weirder and weirder each year with Bray Wyatt. Every Friday with Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt has something weird. This Uncle Howdy. I don't know who he is and what he's weird about, but he said something. He's a liar. So Bray sending a message. We don't know what's going on with that, but only time will tell on that with Bray. So get weirder and weirder. All right, that ends the SmackDown Ring Report. Let's quickly move over to Wrestling Hot Topics. All right, on Wrestling Hot Topics, we're gonna talk about this. This is a burning news that everyone's been talking about lately. That Chris Jericho, Y2J, the Ring of Honor champion, confronted CM Punk and called him a cancer to the AEW locker room and detriment to the company after the all-out fight. Chris Jericho, no fan of CM Punk, let it be known. CM Punk and no fan Chris Jericho, I guess with the Young Bucks and Omega coming back, resurging. We haven't heard about what's going on with CM Punk, so when time will tell what's going on. They saying sparing out rumors and stuff. What's going on? We get more details. Only thing we know right now is like CM Punk is kind of they want to AEW want to buy CM Punk's contract, but they're in the process of doing it. And Chris Jericho feels like he is a true locker room leader, but I think CM Punk should have been a little bit bigger. You know, you being a world champion, they looked up to you as a leader too. So I guess CM Punk, I don't know, WWE might not want him, AEW might not want him. Any wrestling promotion may not want him if he keeps up this thing. So CM Punk might sit at home and think about what he done. So might take another 7 years if CM Punk decides to leave again. I don't want that to happen, but you know, times like that changes. So, speaking of that, the Celtic Warrior Sheamus got married this weekend. You see right here with his lovely bride Sheamus, and also Drew McIntyre was a groomsman. That's why Drew wasn't down tonight. Sheamus, officially a married man. Congratulations to the Celtic Warrior Sheamus on getting married. Sheamus, happy about that. Also, too, Mansoor, who got his butt whooped tonight with the New Day, he turns 27 today. So Mansoor had got a birthday gift, getting his butt whooped. So happy birthday. Speaking of more birthdays, MVP celebrated his birthday this week. MVP celebrating the manager Almost MVP leading the charge. So however that may be. Also, to the New Day. The New Day was at the premiere of the Black Panther new movie Wakanda Forever. We also point out that Sasha Banks and Naomi, former tag team champions, were there. They haven't alluded they're still in WWE and that, but we don't know as of yet what's going on. And finally, I want to try Seth Rollins with the hair. I guess he was paying homage to his crazy hair that he had. So Seth Rollins with that. Speaking of that, AEW commentator Jim Ross made a comment that he's cancer free. Congratulations to JR. JR was diagnosed with skin cancer late last year, and Jim Ross fighting it. So congratulations, getting the chemo that he needed. So congratulations. Also, too, we forgot to tell you that Liv Morgan will be action on SmackDown next week. She's been all over the town this week. She got killed by Chucky this week. You want to watch that on Chucky. And then she's targeting Sonya Deville. Sonya Deville will have a no disqualification match next week on SmackDown. Prior before the Crown Jewel event. And speaking of Crown Jewel, right here, Bianca Belair will defend her women's championship on Raw against Bayley in a last woman standing match. So I'm guessing Bayley's going to be leaving Crown Jewel with the Raw belt. That's my assumption. So however that's going to pan out and be. And speaking of Bianca Belair made it into the top 10 PWI 2022 Women's Wrestling 50. Bianca went number 2. Becky Lynch at number 4. Charlotte at number 8. So it's about 1, 2, 3. 3 women from WWE. 1 woman from AEW, Jade Cargill. She did improve. Jordan Grace from Impact. A lot of 3. 3 women from Stardom. Well, Thunder Rose is number 3. So women's wrestling is alive and running well. All right. That's going to end it for the Pro Wrestling Show. We're going to leave you with this weird Uncle Howdy here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the SmackDown Ring Report as we get more clues on who is Uncle Howdy and what he's all about. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next week for the Raw Ring Report. I've been your host, Kendrick Dixon, saying so long and happy weekend.